Hello everybody, Jim here, and would you look at this on my YouTube channel about video games? I'm actually going to play a video game. Oh my god, think of that. This rarely ever happens. Today, seeing as how it's, somebody told me, my friend Sam told me that it's Vlogmas. And Vlogmas means you should be posting lots and lots of videos because you get that sweet holiday season ad revenue. And I was thinking, well, what could I possibly do? I already pretty much published everything I was going to publish this year, and I thought, you know what? Just this week, I think, the new Mario Kart stuff came out, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to play us some Mario Kart Wave 3, and one of the stages is Christmas themed, so it's topical. I did the 50cc already just to try out the new stages, and now we're going to do the 100cc's and have some fun with that. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this playthrough of the Wave 3 tracks for Mario Kart 8, or don't. If you're not at all interested in seeing that, you might want to shut the video off now. But for those of you who like the old video game stuff, stick around. It's not going to be terribly exciting, but it is going to be fun. It's Mario Kart. It's super leisurely, and we're going to play first the London Loop, which is cool. I never played any of these stages. These, what the hell was that game called? Mario Kart Tour? Is that what it's called? I don't even, was that released on phones or tablets or something? I don't even know what that was released for. But so, you know, these international stages, they're all new to me, so there's fun stuff to discover in them. And this one, I was actually kind of surprised. It's got like this rockin' tune like this, and another one of the new stages, they have track, like stage themes, BGM, that is like super heavy on like the guitar shredding and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool because it's just not what you think of when you think Mario Kart, or at least I don't think about just like, you know, Steve Vai levels of shred tracks. They take a track that might go pretty well in like Guilty Gear or something and put it in a Mario Kart game. But I don't mind that at all because they're good tracks. They're good tracks, and they look good on you. I don't know where I'm going with that. We got some chain chomps, in which I've never been to London, but wasn't aware that they had a chain chomp problem. I heard all kinds of things about London, and it's a nice nice place to visit and all that, very historic city, but I don't know, the chain chomps have me thinking maybe I'm not going to be going over there until they get that under control. But this is a pretty sweet stage, I would say. Although not too, like the background, like there's lots of stuff to look at in the background. But just as like a track, it doesn't really do anything that's all that wild. Not like some of the other tracks included in this Wave 3, like the Rainbow Road from 3DS, and the Christmas themed stage is pretty sweet. And then there's one, it's like it's like in a forest, so you're going through trees, and there are items hidden in the in like piles of leaves and stuff. I wanted to throw that backwards, damn you. But this one, I would say, aside from the chain chomps, is a pretty straightforward, pretty standard track. It doesn't blow your skirt up, as Charlton Heston said that one time. But it does have an awesome BGM, so I'll take that. And then this chain chomp is almost got me. And there we go. And then the bridge. Well, the bridge always lowers. Like, is there supposed to be, like, maybe if I wasn't in first place, something like I could jump the bridge or something. But here we are. Which I do believe there are some tracks on here, or some of the new tracks are from, is it Mario Kart DS? Because DS is one of my favorites. Specifically because I played it so much when it came out at work. Um, when I was what was it, like 2008 or 2009? But I had my copy of Mario Kart DS, and when I was at work, if I was getting like bored because it was a slow day, which was a lot of days, because I worked in like a clinic at Ramstein Air Base in Germany, and wasn't a lot of action there. It was a pretty typical, pretty standard affair for a clinic. I didn't work in the hospital proper. Maybe, you know, the hospital is a little more exciting or something, but no, I worked in the clinic, and it was a fairly ho-hum day-to-day, 9 to 5. And so when I was bored, which was quite often, I'd find myself in a stall in the men's room playing some Mario Kart DS and just getting, just completing, 100%ing that game almost entirely in the bathroom. I can say that now. That's what the Mario Kart DS makes me think of, the men's room at the clinic I worked at in Germany. That's what that game reminds me of. Speaking of, there is I think on the Moon Cup, there's a track set in Berlin. So that's cool. We'll go to Berlin later. Won't that be fun? This from Mario Kart 3DS, which I don't think I've ever played Mario Kart 3DS. Alright. You blue shelled me. You bloopered me. You got me all locked up there. I don't think I ever played the 3DS one. I played the hell out of DS. And then I never really played Mario Kart on the Wii either, I don't think. Just because when I got my Wii, it was really the only reason I got my Wii was for Skyward Sword. Because that's one thing, like, even if I'm not interested in a particular Nintendo console, I'll usually, like, if there's a new mainline Zelda game coming, you know, I'm going to want to play it because I'm a big Zelda fan. So, well, when I got my Wii, which was really late in the lifespan of the Wii, I don't remember exactly when I got it, but it was in anticipation for the release of Skyward Sword. So that was, I don't know, what year was that? 2011? Something like that? I don't know. But I got it just for Skyward Sword, really. And so I don't think I ever even played Mario Kart Wii. So yeah, no familiarity with that at all. And then, is 8 the one that came out directly after Mario Kart Wii? Because I've never played a Wii U in my life, but I do play quite a lot of Switch, and so I've played the ever-living hell out of Mario Kart 8 on the Switch. I've got, you know, went and got the trophies and everything and all that stuff. This is another track that has like a really kind of rockin' BGM. Get out of my way, Lakitu, you punk. Yeah, like a really like high speed, heavy on the guitar shredding BGM here, which is cool. Like I like it. I dig it. It's just, it's definitely not what I think of when I think Mario Kart. When I think Mario Kart, I think more kind of whimsical, playful. But yeah, so I got my Wii, played Skyward Sword, and I can say that I enjoyed Skyward Sword on the Wii, even though I am not a fan of motion controls. In fact, that's what sort of killed my experience with Twilight Princess, because I had a GameCube and played Twilight Princess on the GameCube and really enjoyed it. And then my nephew had a Wii, and he came over and he had Twilight Princess on the Wii. So that was, I'd already finished it on the GameCube, and then I was like, alright, I'll see how this plays on the Wii. I've never played a Wii before. And I immediately hated it. So that's why I never really touched a Wii again until Skyward Sword was coming out. And in my head, I'm like, oh, I hated how Twilight Princess controlled, but maybe they've had time to perfect the controls, and I mean, it is Zelda after all. I want to play. It's gonna, you know, I can't miss a Zelda game. Come on, that's like missing Christmas. So I got my Wii just to play Skyward Sword, and enjoyed it on the Wii. Played through it, even though it's not everyone's favorite Zelda because it's very unlike a lot of other Zeldas. It's really linear, and so that's I don't know, that's the point against it. But I did enjoy the dungeons, and I really enjoyed the story. I thought the story told in it was very cool as an origin story for the Zelda games. So I did enjoy that. So I enjoyed the gameplay generally, and I enjoyed the story, and I thought the graphics and the sound were great. It just was more linear than previous Zelda games, which was, I don't know, a little bit baffling at the time, maybe a little disappointing. But since then, playing the HD version on the Switch, which is definitely a lot better. I liked playing with my Pro controller and just using the right stick to control the sword. I thought that was way better than motion controls. And once again, it's a great, great game. So I enjoyed it immensely. I hope Mario doesn't just fall into the abyss here. Okay, he lands on the track there. We almost had to wave goodbye to Mario. I'm playing through this. I'm hardly mentioning the the actual game itself. I'm reminiscing about other stuff. This is why I don't do like Let's Plays and very many live streams and things, because it's often very hard to keep me on topic. Like, I'm playing Mario Kart, but I can't really talk too much about Mario Kart because I'm talking about other stuff. I like this stage a lot, though. This the BGM on this stage, more in line with what I think of when I think Mario Kart games. And this stage I like a lot because it's got the twists and turns, and it's got little gimmicks and stuff to it. It has everything that London stage is lacking. So I like this stage a lot. We can get some mushrooms out of these little leaf piles here. So that's cool. But speaking of Zelda, I am, as of right now, recording this in December. I don't know when anybody's going to watch this, but as of right now, recording this, I am hotly anticipating Tears of the Kingdom. I think it's going to be awesome. Everyone's got their own little theories about it. That's one of the fun things about Zelda, is all the people that like to theorize about what they're going to be doing in the game, what the gameplay gimmicks are going to be, what the story is going to entail, what characters we're going to see, items and returning characters and things like that. That's always fun. The mystery of Zelda. But I am hotly anticipating Tears of the Kingdom. From what I see, it looks like they're going to bring back basically the map from Breath of the Wild, but they're going to include like islands in the sky, which is pretty cool. There's going to be a lot of stuff you can do with that. And I've heard people theorize that they're also going to include lots of caverns and things underneath Hyrule that you'll be able to explore, which would be awesome. So you'd have the surface, the skies, and then the catacombs, or whatever you want to call it, underneath Hyrule. And that sounds cool to me. And I'm also hoping that like a big criticism of Breath of the Wild was that there weren't really any proper dungeons, which is a fair criticism, because the beasts, the big whatever the beasts, I forget what they're called now, but those were cool enough, and I guess they were just like one big puzzle, but they're not much of a replacement for like a cool dungeon, you know. So I'm hoping maybe in Tears of the Kingdom they bring something in there that is at least akin to a dungeon, something a little closer to the dungeons of old in Zelda. That would be cool. I'd enjoy just some proper dungeons again. But even without dungeons, I mean, Breath of the Wild was still just an awesome game. It was this great balance of, like, the gameplay was really, like, fun, but also the visuals were great, sound design was great, lots of stuff to do, lots to explore. I didn't 100% it because I didn't feel like tracking down all of those Korok seeds. It just seemed like it would be kind of a waste of time. But I did find all of the shrines and a bunch of various other things, and had a lot of fun with it. As close to 100% as I wanted to get. And we just finished. The Stone Cup. I barely talked about the tracks I was racing on. But what can you do? I got a little bit of the ADD. My mind tends to wander. But yeah, even without the proper dungeons, I absolutely loved that game. I think I played through it 3 times. I played through it the first time initially, had a lot of fun with it, played through it again, and then put it down. And then on my 3rd playthrough, I kind of picked it up again when I started to get a little more, you know, the anticipation for Tears of the Kingdom started to really kick in. So I picked the game up again, and that's when I decided to, you know, go and get all of the shrines and as many of the Korok seeds as I could, because how many of those Korok seeds are there? They're quite a lot, right? Like 1,000 or over 1,000 or something. I don't even know how many, but there's quite a lot of them. And I just didn't have the patience to go find them all. But yeah, that's one of the big games I'm looking forward to next year. Is Tears of the Kingdom. There's a bunch of other stuff I'm looking forward to, like in the first quarter of 2023. But all of it is like I'm looking forward to stuff that I think maybe a lot of other people, like if you watch a lot of gaming channels, they'll talk more about the big releases, the stuff with a lot of hype behind it. But I'm looking forward to like some of the shoot-em-ups and things like that coming out. The Ray's collection, where they're going to have like Ray Storm and Ray Crisis, Layer Section, whatever the Ray title is for that. I know it as Layer Section because I played the hell out of it on the Saturn. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'm looking forward to Cannon Dancer. That's going to be a lot of fun. Formerly an arcade exclusive game akin to Strider or something like that, but I'm told like way faster playing. Just from like what I've seen of the gameplay, it just looks awesome. So I'm extremely looking forward to Cannon Dancer, the Ray's Collection, Trouble Witches is another one, I believe. Trouble Witches Final, which is another shoot 'em up that's going to be coming to the Switch. And there's an Raiden 3, Mikado Maniacs, kind of like remix. I enjoyed the Mikado remix of Raiden 4, and now they're releasing a remix version of Raiden 3 as well. So that's awesome. So, and I don't think any amount of remixing is going to help Raiden 5 out that much. Raiden 5, that's kind of disappointing. That's sad. I mean, it's a fun enough game, I guess, gameplay-wise, but there's just a lot of, I don't know, decisions made that I thought were just weird. Just kind of really ruined the game a little bit for me. All the chatter and all the crap on the side of the screen and everything. Like, that's one thing with some of the shoot-em-ups that I've been playing lately, some of the indie shooters, is they try to go heavy on the story elements, their characters and everything like that, but you put those story elements in between stages, like it's a shoot 'em up. You want to just like have the non-stop action of a shoot 'em up, smoothly transition from one stage to the next. I really don't need a whole lot of plot in my shoot 'em ups, which I haven't even mentioned it, but look, we're in Berlin. Ich bin ein Berliner. And you know, London, you thought London was bad with their chain chomps. Berlin has a real thwonk problem, which I don't think I'll be going back to Berlin anytime soon. I think the last time I went to Berlin was in like 2009, and it was very nice. But if they got thwonks now, for whatever reason they decided to let thwonks in there, I don't think I'll be going back to Berlin anytime soon. But it was a lovely city. Germany was a lovely country. That was like a nice sort of phase of my life, I guess you could call it. My early 20s living in Germany. It was a lovely time. There was great food, great beer, music. I would go to music festivals and stuff. Just go hang out. Wonderful time in Germany. And that Mario Kart track really reminds me of my time in Germany. We would race around in go-karts and throw banana peels at each other. We were a wild bunch back then. Peach Gardens from... What is it? Is this from the GBA game or something? That's one... Another one I never played. I never played Mario Kart, whatever it was called on the GBA. Played the hell out of Super Mario Kart. And then after that, I was a PlayStation guy. So I did not really play much of any Mario Kart 64. And in fact, I didn't really play Mario Kart 64 until I moved to Japan in 2010 and bought an N64 to try out a bunch of the games I had really kind of skipped over in favor of PlayStation. But really didn't play any Mario Kart 64. Didn't play any Mario Kart on the GBA. But when I got my GameCube one Christmas, actually, that's a fun little Christmas story. I think I was 16 or 17 at the time. Probably 17. Probably had just turned 17. And I got a GameCube for Christmas. They were pretty inexpensive by that time, I think. And I think they were bundled with Smash Brothers, or maybe my parents just bought me a copy of Smash Brothers to go with it. Because at that point, it was the Player's Choice version, so it was like $20. It's like a great deal for Smash Brothers. So I got my GameCube with a copy of Smash Brothers, and that was awesome. I was having a lot of fun playing Smash Brothers, and then a friend of mine came over. I think he had just gotten his first car. He was the same age as me. He had gotten his license maybe, I don't know, the year before, maybe 6 months earlier or something like that. But he had just gotten his first car, and recently I had moved 2 towns over. But the day after Christmas, he got in his car and drove over to come hang out and spend the day with me. And we were sitting there playing my new GameCube and enjoying some Smash Brothers. But then kind of had the ideas in our head. I was like, hey, how much money do you think you got on you? And he had maybe $20 or something. And I think I had a little bit of money on me because I had been working at a Sam Goody. So I had maybe a little bit of money in my pocket that I hadn't already spent on eBay, mind you, because I went nuts on eBay for a little while. But we decided to pool our money, walk over to the Walmarts, and buy a copy of Mario Kart Double Dash. And that was just too fun. We had so much fun playing that. I had not really played a Mario Kart game since Super Mario Kart. And I think maybe the same for him, because he was another PlayStation kid. We both had PlayStations growing up. We didn't have 64s. And so we had not played a Mario Kart game in forever. And I guess we had kind of forgotten the magic, the appeal of Mario Kart. So yeah, we put our money together. We went down the street to the Walmart, bought a copy of Double Dash, and then brought it back and just had so much fun playing it. To this day, I love Double Dash. That's such a great Mario Kart game. So played the ever-living hell out of Double Dash. Love that game. Again, skipped the Wii, skipped the Wii U, but did play a lot of Mario Kart DS in the men's room. And yeah, and now just Mario Kart 8 is, especially with all these updates, it's just the perfect Mario Kart game. So much content. So yeah, that's awesome. I bought the little whatever it's kind of like a season pass or whatever. What was it, $20 or something? Or maybe it was more than that. I can't remember how much it was, but then just every time there's an update, you just automatically get all the new courses. And I'm happy with that because every time they release these, I'll just, if I have a night off, sit at home, drink a few beers, and just play the hell out of some Mario Kart. And this awesome stage, super festive, very appropriate for this time of year. Because as I record this, it's, what is today? December, I think today's December 11th. Yes, today's December 11th. So we are rapidly approaching Christmas. I guess that's, I don't know, like as an adult, I think Christmas now is my second favorite holiday. Because I became a big Halloween guy. I'm a big October guy, I think, because I love... Oh, take that, you blue shell bastard. You can't touch me. I became a big October guy as an adult because I love me some horror movies, and Halloween is fun, and especially at work, because the school I work at, we do special events for both Halloween and Christmas. And I enjoy the Halloween events we do more than the Christmas events, even though they're both cool. We do a lot of decorating, and we play games and have puzzles and like a little. So on Halloween, it's more of a haunted house kind of thing, but on Christmas, it's like a Santa's workshop, and the kids go around and they have little clues. Like we put together little puzzle booklets for them. And by solving the puzzles, they get clues, and then they can sort of hunt around the school like a little scavenger hunt and go find items they need to do, whatever. If it's Halloween, maybe it's like the different parts to like make a monster, or like, I think this year it was finding a cure for werewolfism, I think was what it was. So the kids went around and tried to find all the different ingredients to make a potion that could cure a werewolf. So that was fun. And then this year, when we do the Santa's workshop thing, the theme is going to be that Santa is under a sleeping spell or something like that. Or he took a sleeping potion. Someone slipped some sleeping potion into his gingerbread. And the kids are going to go around and find all the items needed to wake Santa up. So that should be fun. So they're always fun, but the Halloween ones are typically more enjoyable for me because I get to act a little goofy, and we can wear like little costumes. The kids come and they wear costumes, and we give them a lot of candy. I don't know how much candy I gave away this year, but it was a lot. We gave away a lot of candy. Also on Christmas, though, the kids do get to do like a little gift exchange kind of thing, where they'll buy their classmates little presents, and we do sort of like a it's not Secret Santa, we just sort of like swap. We play like a musical chairs kind of thing with the presents, and the kids pass the presents around. And then, as the staff, we have our little Christmas party on the final day of work for the year, which this year is going to be December 17th. And once that's done, I'm going to be on a nice long break. And I can't wait. And I'm not even saying anything about this track. This track is awesome. As I get to the second lap, this Rainbow Road is... This is epic. This is a really, really good Rainbow Road. I guess this is also from the 3DS game. So I guess this would have been around the time of Mario Galaxy. Hence the spaciness of it. Which I didn't play Mario Galaxy until the Mario 3D Collection. Which, by the way, that collection is awesome. Getting to really get into Mario 64, which I had never really spent that much time with before, and enjoy the hell out of that. And even though it gets pretty maligned, Mario Sunshine, I actually like Mario Sunshine. I'm not a huge critic of it. It could be better, absolutely, but as it is, it's a pretty fun game. I like Mario Sunshine. I'm not too, but then again, I'm kind of a lenient guy when it comes to games. Really, the only thing I really care about is fun factor. I'm like one of those people where I don't care if it's not what like the previous game was, or if some graphical things or whatever. Like if I'm really having fun with something, that's kind of all that matters to me. It's a big part of why I love me some Mario Kart. But then again, who doesn't love Mario Kart? I don't think I want to meet the person that doesn't like Mario Kart. And Mr. Blue Shell, are you going to ruin my day? Oh, hey, all right, nice. Small favors, small gifts, little blessings, huh? All right, sweet. Played me some Mario Kart 8 and rambled incessantly. I was pretty incessant. Anything else on my mind before I finish up this playthrough? The Game Awards I did not watch. A bunch of people asked me, "What did you watch? Did you watch them? What did you think?" Blah blah blah. I did not watch the Video Game Awards. I just heard afterwards that some kid kind of like bombed him. No, not bombed him, but um, what's the word? Crashed. Yeah, he like crashed the final thing, which I thought was kind of funny. But other than that, I didn't. But I did eat a bunch of Doritos and drink a bunch of Mountain Dew in honor of the Game Awards. But no, I didn't watch them. I've never watched them. I couldn't care less. Like I said, this year, most of the games I played wouldn't make their way to Game Awards. I mean, the stuff I've had the most fun playing this year was like, I don't know, Ninja Saviors and Rolling Gunner and Ganryu 2. Yeah, not exactly stuff that's going to be nominated for Game of the Year. Anyway, there you go. We got some gold trophies. I'm going to go ahead and play 150, 200cc, and Mirror. Try to get 3 stars on everything, but I'm not going to force you to sit through that. If you haven't already, go ahead. Play the new courses on Mario Kart 8. If you don't have Mario Kart 8, what are you doing? Go get it for your Switch, because there's so much content for this game right now. It'll keep you playing for a long, long time. I think right about now, nobody can really question it's the best Mario Kart ever made. And that covers a lot of ground. Anyway, that'll do it for this little playthrough. Like I said, I don't do very much videos like this. I don't do many videos like this where I just like play games and do commentary and everything because again, like I said, I'm one of those people that it's hard for me to focus on a single topic. I jump all over the place, so my commentary on the game itself is lacking. But if you did enjoy this and you'd like to see more, just let me know down in the comments, and maybe I can play through some other games, have some fun. Who knows? And it is easy content for me, I'll say that much. All I had to do was play a video game, which is what I was going to do anyway. With that being said, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.